Hey guys, welcome to Aviator's Garage, and you're probably looking at this video because you're in the market looking for a functional trainer, primarily this SF3. Well, I've had it for 2 years. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons and everything that I've experienced. So let's get into it. So this is it. This is the Inspire SF3. I've had it for over 2 years in my garage. The only thing that I can report is, since I live in Florida, you can see how this little carabiner and the D-rings here have generated a little bit of rust. But in all honesty, that is not bad at all. And here is the red bar, completely powder coated. No issues there. Every single one of the adjustments moves complete. Well, I'm sorry, I have this hooked up. So what I'll do real quick to show you is to unhook the Smith bar, just like so. Now I can go ahead and adjust my pulleys. One-handed, smooth as butter. No problems whatsoever. And I gotta be honest, this thing feels commercial grade. Yes, I will say this thing feels commercial grade. So, could be a pro, could be a con. Each one of the weight stacks is 160 pounds. There is no way to upgrade it that I know of. You can possibly add these cool little weight pins where you add Olympic style plates in there if you so choose. But for me, being 44 years old and already doing what I possibly could have done in my 20s, I really don't have any need to want to lift more weight. I'm just trying to maintain what I got. This is definitely something cool that I'm able to do. So it comes with a tablet holder. It does not come with this. I got one of the first ones. This was originally supposed to be some type of digital weight pin kind of contraption that they were going to think of. You can see that fits in there. However, I need to take this thing off because it's more in my way than anything else. But you can see how easy the pins move in and out. It comes with this strap here if you need to. You can attach it to both your pulley systems. You can do any workout that whatever your heart or your imagination can think of. It comes with a very sturdy rope system. I mean, you can do so many workouts with just this rope alone. Lat pull downs, tricep pull downs, tricep overhead extensions, you name it. This thing is there and available to use. That's one of the great pros. It also comes with this curl bar if you want. And the other thing I love about it, it's not cheap. It actually swivels on each one of the ends here. So that is absolutely fantastic. Here we go. Here's a close-up of the pulley handle that it comes with. There you go, Inspire. And yeah, they've rusted a little bit. Nothing major whatsoever. So I'm really happy about that. Now, when it comes to the Smith bar, there could be a pro and there could be a con to that. When you're messing with the Smith bar itself, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and get it ready here. I'm going to do all this one-handed. There we go. I got it. I had to put some weight on there. So the Smith bar itself. All right. When you have it set at the starting position, the weight is engaged right here. So right now, I am pulling on this and I am lifting weight. So if you're one of those kind of people that cannot start at the bottom of doing any motion, well, generally bench press, you do. Shoulder presses, chances are you do. Squats, you kind of start a little bit higher. I would say you start around 90%, kind of like what you can see here on my Evil Pal power rack. The squats, for some people, they have reported and they've complained about the fact that starting at the bottom is just not working for them. Me personally, I have not had any issue with it. I've gotten a great workout and I've just adjusted. So, all right, so stowing the Smith bar is real simple. All you have to do is twist it so you put it up to the top there. Now you take your pulley system, you just change that to each one of the handles. All right, move it over the way, you pull it over to the pulley system. Now your Smith bar is free and clear. You push it up over the side there, pull the red pin, lock it in place. And you know what? If you wanted to, not only do you have these curved handles here in order to do some type of pull-ups, but you also have a straight bar if you wish too. and you can do some type of action from there. You can do leg lifts, anything you want with your core, and it's strong enough to handle it. So one thing I wanted to show you was the bench. The bench, it comes with a bench. This thing alone, I believe, is a couple $100s, but this bench is definitely commercial grade. I use it every so often. To be honest, I've had another bench that I've had for years. I mostly use this one just because I don't know if I have a little nostalgia with it or whatnot. But this bench is absolutely fantastic. And the cool thing is how they developed it. Or look how much space you save. It's hanging up and out of the way. So that is a huge pro with this bench. Plus, you can utilize it with a Smith bar. You could do bench presses. You could do shoulder presses. You could even do anything your heart desires when it comes to flies, utilizing the handles. You could use the curl bar there, and you can really get in there and do some real good quality, deep digging workouts. And that's what I love about this machine. So, one thing I do have to state, you guys can see how tall I am, all right? I am 5'10", and this is where I stand with the machine. This pulley is absolutely at its highest spot. So if you're 6'2", I've had a couple people say that they were 7 feet tall. They're probably full of crap. But my point is that if you're getting over 6'2", you're gonna have to be a little bit creative. You may have to bend over and figure out how to do some type of motions or workouts in order to make this work. Now, one person on a previous video, the first video that I put out there after I bought this thing, he thought of an idea which was absolutely fantastic. So if you're dead set on the Inspire SF3 and you don't like how it only goes up to about 84 inches or 86 inches, I'm sorry if I forgot, but it's one of those two. One gentleman built, see here, I got 2x6s and I put my leg press machine on it with casters so I can move it around. One gentleman actually stacked 2x4s, and what he did was he put them all the way around. And each 2x4, he added a good 1.5 inches of height per 2x4. So that is an option. It was actually really smart, very clever. I'm sorry if I don't remember who told me they did that. But that's something to think about, because the cost of this machine. So the cost of this Inspire SF3, it fluctuates. I purchased it for $19.99 with shipping, so almost $2,000 from Costco. There are deals that come and go with this. A gentleman reported in Canada that they were selling it for $1,899 Canadian dollars, which is one hell of a deal because you get everything here. The total weight of this thing is about 600 pounds between the 260-pound weight stacks and the frame and everything like that. That's one hell of a good deal. So my advice to you is if it's on Costco and it's showing for $24, maybe $23.99, guess what? They're going to have a deal. Just wait a little bit and you'll be able to probably get $500 off. Also, this is the Inspire SF3. CENTR, CENTR also produces the SF3 as well. They are selling that on a different brand, but it's all on Costco. I'm not exactly 100% sure how they're doing it with marketing. I'm pretty sure Chris Hemsworth has something to do with it, where they're trying to use his good-looking face to get this thing out there. But what happens is it's an identical machine, just with a gray bar. It's not red. If you're a professional bodybuilder, there's a chance this is probably not going to be for you. Just because professional bodybuilders, to my understanding, 160 pounds, you guys should be able to eat this for breakfast. But if you're someone in my case, you like to work out at home, you don't need a $10,000 functional trainer, but you want something quality, I can guarantee you this SF3 is going to fit the bill for you. So that is one good thing. Now, if you are one of those crazy, awesome, I like to eat steel for a living people, they do sell other versions of functional trainers on their website. I think you can probably spend up to $8,000 on one of these things on the Inspire website. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on it, but if this one is at the quality level it is for just about $2,000, I can guarantee that those $8,000 ones are going to be absolutely terrific and probably professional grades. So overall, 100% out of my home gym. I've had a bunch of equipment sent to me, and I've had a power rack sent to me. I've got this leg press. I've got a tib bar machine. I also have some leg curls. I got a treadmill right behind you out of frame. This machine here has been the go-to in my arsenal. The reason why is because most of the days I have very limited time, whether it's creating content, taking care of the kids, getting them to school, getting to a commuting flight to get to work. I have such limited time that the availability to be able to move a pin and change my weights has been absolutely one of the best time savers in my workout. So the other thing is too, is I've been highly impressed with how smooth this pulley system is. It is buttery smooth and it has held up. It has withstood the test of time. It's been in my humid garage, well, actually pretty cold garage. I don't know, Florida was almost frozen over this year. But for the most part, it has survived humidity. It has survived anything that has to do with being in a garage, hot, cold, and it has done outstanding with very minimal maintenance. If you made it this far in the video, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't get anything for this. Inspire does not give me anything. I paid out of my own pocket to buy this thing. I just want to give you my honest thoughts before you spend some hard-earned money on something that could be garbage. This, by far, has been the best investment that I have done for my home gym. I, hands down, will stand by that till the end of time, until another company out there sends me something better or more expensive. But I purchased this, and this is an honest-to-God review about it. So, if you have any questions about this Inspire SF3, please put them in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to give you any information that you need. I'll even put a link down in the description so you can know the exact product dimensions and you can know how much space it would take and how heavy it is to make sure where you're going to place it in your house that it probably won't go through the floor, because this thing is 600 pounds plus. You do need to plan where you're going to place this machine. No ifs, ands, and buts about it, because it is no joke. It is extremely solid. It's not going anywhere. Consider that. But if you enjoyed this video, I've got other videos. This is the RitFit BLP-01. It's a leg and hack squat. It's a 2-in-1 machine. I've got a video on that. I've got a video on this rebounder, or aka trampoline, by Bakan. This has been interesting for me. This is by far way better than running, and I have a lot of fun doing it. Running, the Army has destroyed running for me. This has actually made cardio fun again for me. And then we also have the EvoPow P3 Alpha. I've done a video on this. Now, the main difference with a power rack is, even though this does have a pulley system, this will be beneficial in the sense where I can definitely generate more power. I can do different types of exercises versus the functional trainer SF3. So that's something to consider. I also have a Yosuda spin bike here, which I'm really happy about. I'm doing a video comparing this to the Peloton and a Cybex CTI1. Anyway, this thing is $250. The Peloton goes for well over $2,000 along with that Cybex. And I gotta be honest, I haven't seen a difference in the style of workout and or equipment that I've been using. So stick around for that video. And last but not least, I also have this from the Tib Bar guy. I've done a full video on that. I'm going to put links for all of those. You should see them pop each time I talk about the specific piece of equipment. But thank you so much for sticking around this far. You can see my space is limited. I've had to rent a storage facility in order to make room for the other products I will be featuring and talking about. Speaking of other products, this came from a company where this is a functional trainer that will fold up into the wall, and all it does is it uses bands. So I'm really excited about this. This box is very heavy, so please subscribe. I got this coming in a future video, and I'm going to talk all about it because I've never ever seen a functional trainer that uses resistance bands. But I'm going to bring that to you guys, so subscribe. Well, that pretty much does it about the SF3. As I said before, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to help you out. If you want to see other pieces of workout equipment, I got a playlist here. All right, if you want to see my very first video that I did of the SF3, I'm going to put that for you right here. Otherwise, Aviator's Garage, subscribe so you can see some more workout and car stuff. John the Pilot, I'll see ya.